Hello and welcome everyone, I'm C.S.Gilmore and this is Path of Exile. This is I believe it's a MMO considered an MMO, but it plays a lot differently than most MMOs I've looked at. Think Diablo II. I've played it a little bit, but we're going to create a new character here. It's a free-to-play MMO. You only pay if you want to, like, add more inventory slots and junk like that. Like, there are things you can pay for, but you don't need to pay for anything to play the game that I know of. Let's go into Create. As you can see, there's a lot of different setups here. Build the town of Kings, march alongside Kalguran settlers to establish their place in Raycrest. I don't know all the details on some of these. You can get some settings here for like solo, self-found. Disables trade and party play for this character. You can convert it back to regular character at any time. Or Ruthless, where makes things harder to get, basically. We're just going to do standard for the sake of just playing. And we're not going to do hardcore, where a character doing hardcore becomes a standard character. I guess, what is that, bragging rights? I don't know. Probably get some specialties, but we're going to dive in. We have 6 characters to pick from, it looks like. There's, I've played a little bit as,
to serve God and the Order of the Templar. For years you built a life upon faith, only to smite it asunder with one sinful blow. And is that not the greatest folly of all? To lose faith when it's all you have left? You were once the chosen of God, a Templar. You are now the chosen of Raycrest, an Exile.
Yeah, they're kind of interesting themselves. We're not going to listen through everything of those, but that's the general way they introduce each character. So we got the Templar, we have the Shadow,
and sharpness of mind,
which I guess is more of a assassin rogue design. We've got Marauder, which looks like the standard barbarian heavy hitter.
We offered you swift and
Ranger, so archer build.
Of others. A crow that plunders our crops. A stray dog.
We've got
Why do the keen of mind seek to satiate their curiosity in darkness and depravity?
Which I'm guessing is like the Diablo sorcerer spellcasting specialties.
When a daughter strays from the light, she makes herself an orphan. Learn well the lessons that Raycrest will teach you, witch. It is your only hope of finding.
Yeah.
You were born to be swift and strong. What did you do with your gifts, duelist? You squandered them on self-indulgence. Sin has led you here. Your path.
The question is, what do I want to play as? I mean, I don't want to do another Templar or Paladin type, because I've played that a little bit as my own just personal character. I feel like I want to do something a little different. Let's try the witch.
Why do the keen of mind seek to satiate their curiosity in darkness and depravity? Innocence is our father. Ariath is our mother. When a daughter strays from the light, she makes herself an orphan.
League standard.
Learn well the lessons that Raycrest will teach you, witch.
Exists. Okay.
It is your only hope of finding your way home.
What would be a good other name here? Oh, alright. Also, I don't think you can put numbers in your name. Yeah, so you have to actually pick up a name that isn't already in use. Wow, that was right. Alright, Hey, that one worked. Maybe not my first choice of name, but hey, I had to create something that worked. Now, I had a lot of trouble with this game freezing up initially when I first started it. It would freeze up right on that first loading screen there. So I had to do some adjustments to the general setup. For example, no upscale. The DirectX setting, I think it was DirectX 11. The DirectX 11 initially by default for me. Turned off VSync, disabled buffering, bilinear. Like, I adjusted a lot of this stuff here just to make it so that it would actually play and not crash immediately. Okay, so we start with a wand.
The very sand shivers with malice. There's a power here that welcomes me.
You and I, we're the only ones that made it to shore. Alive, anyway. Looks like you found something you can defend yourself with. Good. This place is crawling with criminals. There's smoke rising just east of here. Could be worth checking if there's...
And dies.
The dead will soon rise for me, not against me.
Alright, give me 1 second. I just realized my camera is not where it should be for this game. Let's try there. That should do the trick. There we go. Ooh, the dead will soon rise for me, not against. Does that mean that this class is a summoner type? Fireball. Unleashes a ball of fire towards the target which explodes. Okay. Nifty. So here's skill bar. And yeah, so you got left mouse click, right mouse click, middle mouse button, Q, W, E, R, and E. And 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 are potions, which for like healing and mana, and I think there's some other ones. I don't know a ton about this game. I will tell you that right now. Alright, we're ranged attackers. That's good and bad in some cases. Because we could easily get overwhelmed. Alright, that's nice. Let me... Alt or Z, I think it was. There's a way to set it so it always highlights, like, interactable, like, pickupable items and things like that. This game is going to probably be a danger for anyone with epilepsy, as well as anyone who doesn't like gore. You run out. Yep. Okay. Yep. Mana's working right. Need some items across the ground. There we go. Okay. On the ground. Hold on a second. Let me options. Input. Mouse and keyboard. What was the button to highlight items and objects? Alt. Toggle highlight. Okay. Yep. Okay. I was right. So orb of transmutation. Alright. You guys can catch fire. Interesting. I guess the fire catching is only a sometimes thing. And some things still don't highlight, looks like. Barrels, for example, don't seem to highlight no matter what. To a large chest, arcade search support. Okay, let's check that. First off, okay, we've already got better armor on. Arcane Surge support. Each supported spell will track how much mana you spend on it, grant you a buff with the total mana spent. Reaches the threshold, can't support skills used by totems, traps, mines, or skills with a reservation. And after spending a total of 50 mana on upfront cost and effects of the supported skill, Arcane Surge grants 10% increase in cast speed, increased mana regeneration rate. Arcane Surge lasts 4 seconds. Deal damage while you have Arcane Surge. This is a support gem. It does not grant a bonus to your character, but to skills and sockets connected to it. Place into an item's socket connected to a socket containing the skill gem you wish to augment. Alright. Also, the nice thing is, if you ever want to change up which items have these skills in them, since these are your skill that you actually use in combat and whatnot, you can just right-click, pick them up, move them around. They do have to fit into a socket of the same color, so that can affect like what equipment you want to go for sometimes. Tab, I believe, moves the map into this format or this format. I'll probably bounce around between the two occasionally, just depending on what I need to see. Like if I want to see the whole map versus partial. Alright, it looks like we start with pretty basic enemies.
I need more mana.
Alright, if I just wait a little bit, my mana will regenerate. Or I could press 5. And potions seem to get refilled based on kills. So, kill monsters, your potions will refill, which can be really handy if you're in a big slug out battle with a bunch of minions junk that you need to deal with. Because you can actually get your mana and healing back while just fighting, which is probably where you're going to be spending it anyway. Press 1 to use a life flask. Not yet. I like the look of this game. Hopefully it'll cooperate with me recording and like run smoothly for both my gameplay and the recording. I had a few issues initially starting up the game, like I mentioned, and also a few issues occasionally with it freezing, but I think I figured all the kinks out of the system now, and we should be alright. Hi, you're a big boy. No touchy? Oh, hey, you just killed yourself. Well, that's not cool. Not cool, man. Burn. That was his being the halfway point type of stage to deal. I'm really liking this burn effect of this spell.
And I thought I'd be a dead woman by now.
Alright, getting some good spread of equipment. Looks like we can... Oh, okay, I have to go into my skills. E. The skill tree is ridiculous. Alright, so the witch is right next to the Templar. I know this one's the Templars. Skill tree, so this is the witch's one. I don't know what's up with this middle thing, because there are only 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 characters. I wonder if there was a DLC that I could purchase, like purchasable class or something that isn't normally shown. Because I don't know what this middle one, it looks like a character layout, but I don't know whose. Anyway, for now we have a couple of branching options. Energy shield and mana. That could be good. What does it lead off to? More energy shield and mana build up for the time being. Maximum energy shield, increased energy, maximum intelligence up, which is probably going to be used for a lot of our equipment. Spell damage and intelligence. Spell damage, increased cast speed. I want all of it, but I'm definitely not going to be able to get all of it anytime soon. Alright, spell damage, maximum mana, and maximum mana energy shield. Let's go with the spell damage for now. Because if we kill all the enemies before they get to us, they won't have a chance to mess us up in other ways. Enemy at the gate. You have killed Hillock, the zombie attacking the town, and leveled up. Open the passive skill screen and spend passive one. Yep, done. This seems to be the Act 1 map. For a personal hideout, complete the quest safe and sound in Act 2. I have no idea what that'll look like. No, I have not gotten that far even with my own personal character when I was trying to do that. Alright. Lion Eyes Watch. Letters of Exile.
Ender of Rumsey. You have transgressed against your God and your fellow man. You have been a willing vessel for the following sins. Unlawful avarice. 2 counts of petty larceny. 1 count of grand larceny of church property. God has charged me with your redemption. You are hereby exiled to Rayclast, where it is hoped you shall come to repent your sins and make your peace. Creighton of Theopolis, you have transgressed against your God and your fellow man. You have been a willing vessel.
So this is just like what we had when we started, where it's just like, you've sinned, get out, you're exiled. Alright, we've got our stash. Oh hey, the stashes carry over between characters. This is stuff I stowed in here from my other character. Okay, so that's really good to know. That could be really important, so if I ever find something really powerful with one character that isn't a good fit for that character, but good for my other characters, I could just pass it over. And like, just starting off, you have 4 slots. But you could, like I said, spend money, get some transaction points, and from there you can add all sorts of weird things. Account features, pets, guild hideout, guild footprints, portals, weapons, bundles. I think there's a lot of cosmetics, but like, yeah, also a lot of various tabs, extra character slots. I think there are way more than enough for me already. Cursor pack, hideout music player. Yeah, you can add a lot to this game.
I saw what you did to Hillock out there, Witch. Your black art is the reason you're here, in exile. It may also be the only thing that allows you to see another dawn. I'm Nessa, and I suppose I should thank you for ridding us of that putrid giant. Back in Oriath, I judged your kind without hesitation. In Rayclast, I don't have that luxury. Lion Eye's watch isn't much, but it's ours. We could use you here, while you live. But should you wish to venture out, do just one thing for me. Out on the coast, amongst the wrecks, there must be a ship's medicine chest. I have many to care for, and there's only so much I can do with herbs and seawater.
Yeah, that would be tricky. This is one of our vendors. Interestingly, they deal in orbs of transmutation and wisdom and other things like that. So they actually, like, the currency seems to be specific types of items more so than it is otherwise. Mana flasks? We need mana flasks. That means somewhat tempting. Alright, first, let me just go. Oh, you also have these. Ooh, you sell skills crystals? I'm gonna have to look over some of these at some point. There could be some good ones in here. Prismatic burst support. Alright. Unfortunately, one of the downsides of all this is there's a lot of words. Physical damage, trap lasts 4 seconds, explosive trap, ethereal knives, hard knock knives outwards above the caster, which deals physical damage. Alright, I'll buy that. And let's assign it to Q, because I don't like using middle mouse button. Then portable. Oh, that's nice that they have a little screen showing which skills this can support. Yeah, that's actually kind of handy. I could be like, what does this work with? Both things. Good. Does any of this deal more damage? Increased spell damage, 8% versus 9%. How's this one? But that one has linked gemstone sockets, while this one doesn't. Alright. But we can also sell items. Sorry. Alt was the one to quick click. And accept.
Goodbye.
And yeah, so you get shards of stuff, and as you get enough of them, then they turn into other things. Like you get 5 of those scroll pieces, you get a scroll of wisdom, etc. and so forth. Let's store that for the moment while I
That
decide
would
whether I
just
want
make life complicated.
to do that. Can't use items in
A wayfish, waterlogged witch, washed up in raid claws. That's the first line of the poem I'm writing about you, Exile. Easy go. You could scorch a bloke with a look like that. The name's Bestel, captain of the good ship Merry Gull. At last, my Merry Gull is gone. My crew is gone. But my wits remain, after a fashion. There's an island, a hop, skip and a wade offshore of the terraces. That's where my Merry Gull ran aground. Watched the locals spit roast the ship's doctor, but his medicine chest might still be there, amongst the splinters and bones. It'd have everything Nessa might need. Dr. Shaky Hands Opton was lousy with a scalpel and even worse with a saw, but he knew his apothecary. Explains the shaky hands, if you ask me.
So a doctor that was probably a druggie for his own stuff.
Poor Nessa. Not even a mother herself, and yet she cares for us all. And what a sickly, pathetic brood we are. May she live to have her own family, a real family. If anyone deserves that, Nessa does. Arrow, the Merry Gull's cook, washed up on the rocks over yonder. Dead as a doornail he was, buried him myself. Then, a few days later, I see him on the beach. A little worse for wear, but upright, shuffling about. A land full of disturbing surprises, this Rayclast.
Yes? The Merry Gull ran aground on the tidal island trying to escape from pirates. As tends to happen here in Rayclast, her crew met a far worse fate. Cannibals. Tarkley pulled Bestel from some hideaway in the wreckage. The ship's only survivor. Whether the ordeal fractured his mind or whether it was just in his nature all along, it's clear that Bestel sails a different course to the rest of us.
In other words, he's a little weird in that.
Take care.
Alright, and because it is an MMO, you can do events and things you can look up. But for now, I'm
Fine work with
more
Hillock.
focused on the main story.
Where'd you learn to fight like
Solo
that?
play.
No, forget I asked.
So this game looks like it'll work.
We exiles have no history. Dominus took it from us when he had his blackguards dump us in the water out there. Here, got something for you. Should help you kill a few more of those undead bastards. Don't bother thanking me. The way I figure it, the longer we fighters live, the longer everyone lives.
Payment for that. Ooh, yes, we do get minions. Raise zombie. That's tempting. Blight. Kinetic bolt. Right. Critical spell. AoE lightning channeling. That sounds actually really good too. Rolling magma. Fire spell. Freezing pulse. Raise a zombie minion from a corpse, which will follow you and attack enemies with a melee strike. Maximum 3 raised zombies. Okay. So it looks like we're basically playing the Diablo version of a Necromancer. Only not a Necromancer. I don't have an item I can equip this in right now, but I would take that. I'm sure we'll find something we can equip with. 2 scrolls of wisdom for a better shield that would have the slots we need. That's tempting. What else have we got? Energy shield, regenerate life. I'm sure our equipment's gonna go through a lot of changes throughout this game because, well, there's a lot to this game, and that's got better armor plus energy shield. Plus slots I can use. Now I use, I've got slots already. So let's buy that. Swap that. There we go, and then we can put this here. What's he got for me? Armor scrap improves quality of an armor. Possible blacksmith's whetstone. Alright, interesting. Let's sell that to get it out of my inventory because I'm going to be making a lot of trips back to camp already to drop off.
Founded by Marseilles Lioneye as a supply station for his campaigns against the Karui. In its day, Lioneye's watch could be defended by just a small garrison of well-armed legionnaires. What have I got? A handful of starving criminals with driftwood clubs and rusted hatchets.
I mean, judging from your stock, you have a bit better than that.
The Eternal Empire has some right nasty leftovers. Whether it's something in the air or in the water, no one stays dead in Rayclast. Not the first time. It can take a little while, but sooner or later corpses wake up and go looking for breakfast.
Right.
That hat Bestel wears? Saw him pluck it from the real captain's head right before the cannibals barbecued the poor bastard. Waste not, want not, I suppose. Yes, Bestel's got a gift for telling tales, but I'd never call him a liar. The truth's always in there. You just have to listen for it. Nessa's the one keeps the rest of us from losing our minds. To be honest, when she first arrived, I didn't think she'd survive more than a day. 2 at most. She's been proving me wrong every dawn since. Heard a bard once sing that the fairest flowers bloom in the foulest places. He was bloody well right. I've seen many an exile pass through Lioneye's watch, and many more that simply pass on. Those letters are my way of keeping track, of remembering. Oriath might want to forget us all, but I'll be damned if I will. Stay sharp out there.
So we've got a task of finding a medicine chest. Oh wait, M is not map. The trap map. Get which one that was. E is that one. I don't remember off the top of my head now. We'll figure it out as time goes on. For now, we're just going this way anyway, so it's not like I have a lot of branching off.
I know that stench. Just like my sisters. Upon the pyre.
Oh, good. Alright, so the next question is, can I raise zombies as zombies? Ah, yes, this makes sense. Not. Alright, 3 zombies for me. Impaled corpse. Roll wisdom. Thank you, impaled corpse. Look different to attack that ruby. That's good. No. Oh, hey there. Ah, you're big. Nope, no touching. Alright. I do like the map setup for this. It looks nice, and it seems to be effective for helping me figure out where I have been and haven't been. Like, it looks nice without being like weirdly hard to read or anything. So that's a lot of spitters. They're all the way up there, and I don't know the way up. Hey. Still with the throwing stuff at me there. No, we don't have a lot of options as direction goes. And some things can cause the map to reset, is my understanding. So like, we'll clear it and it'll stay clear, but if we do certain things, it'll reset and I'll have to go back through exploring. Your skill gem can now be leveled up by clicking on this button. Alright. So 1, 9, 5. Or what it changes. 110, 5, fires up 2, medium corpse. These zombies minions have 2% more maximum life. Ah, okay, that's kind of handy actually. So the gems level up over time as you gain experience to your equipment does. Nice. That will help a lot actually. Oh, hey there. That's a little bit more fiery than I care to have near my person. Good minions. Keep them busy.
I need more mana.
That's fine. Hey there. I find it also interesting. You see the spirit comes out when you kill someone who's actually alive. Like a living entity. Compared to, like, say, when I kill a zombie, those just heal over. I think that's a really interesting touch.
Khan's canoe struck this sand with the force of destiny. At his beck, the greatest war host in Karui history tamed the wild sea, their canoes coupling with the land one by one. Lion-eyed genlings met us with shining metal and bold words. Hyri's arrows withered their pride. Khan's axes silenced their despair. Marseilles Lion-Eye fought bravely to the last. Khan honored with a place on his belt. Khan has shown Rayclast our Karui strength. Khan will teach Rayclast Karui way. Time to burn!
Oh, you don't sound fun. Whatever that was about. Next time. No one wanted to light me on fire.
To learn is to live.
Okay, well, let me assign some skill points here. Maybe let's get our maximum energy shield up next. Because, oh, that's cool how it does it. It doesn't do it from a top to bomb thing, it does it from the side. Ah, that's a cool. I like that design. Hey there. Hi there, hi there. There's a lot of you guys. But you die over there. Oh, hi! You're a champion. Ah, okay. Had an accidental click out of this thing there. Ooh, ah, ee, ah. Ow. Really good thing I have a lot of corpses to work with, because this guy is burning through my supply. Oh, he had like multiple souls. That's probably not good. Alright, my inventory should be nearly full here. But we got some specialty items. Let's scan them and see whether they're any good. Maelstrom Brow, Leather Cap, Evasion rating is pretty great. So it does evasion instead of armor. It does hold green. Regenerate life per second, fire resistance, increased stun and block recovery. Yeah, this hat's just pretty good for me right now. I'll take that. What about you, gauntlets? Iron gauntlets 8, but with 3 slots, or Oh, this one has way higher armor. Plus 10 to strength, cold damage to attacks, armor, increased attack speed, gain 1 mana per enemy killed. Alright. Lower slots, meet way better stats. So, okay, I can work that. Find some more corpses. Also, I love that it doesn't matter what type of corpse I use, we get a human zombie out of it. It could be a crab zombie, it could be whatever these weird sand spitter thingies are.
Too much clutter.
Alright. So we could just run back to town, or we could use a portal scroll. I'd rather save the portal scroll, especially since we're not that far off. So let's just... Fame is over here. I'm guessing the zombies probably don't follow me into town. I feel like the townsfolk probably get a little upset about that otherwise. I mean, they're all kind of used to the undead, it sounds like, but not as a let's let them walk around our settlement type of way. Yeah, okay, just like any other skill that closes it out. Also probably
Still
helps keep
alive,
this place
are
from
we?
being too messy. Alright. Sell. I don't think it matters who I sell to. Okay, like... Oh, wait. Let me check something. Yeah, this would... Selling these 4 would give me 4 scraps. Let me see if it changes if I sell it to Nessa.
Yes?
Okay, it's the same. So I think it doesn't matter too much in that regard. I do believe, Iron Greaves versus, so, evasion or armor? I do believe it matters, if you identify something or not. Like, if they need identifying, then if you identify them, it changes what you'll get for them. I have noticed that before. Alright, accept.
Farewell.
And there we go. We got some good stuff out of all that. And that first boss fight paid off a lot better than I thought it was going to. I didn't expect to get like a couple yellow gold items. I don't know what all the rarities are in this game. Unique items, I guess, is probably what those are, since they seem to have special names and junk. Is this item still here? It is. Yeah, this is very Diablo 2. Okay. That's probably the way I need to go. Let me look over here real quick. And I can just hold the mouse button down. I don't have to keep clicking it. That's good. That's a really good feature actually to have for me. Alright, looks like we have this area cleared up. Anyone else? Anyone else? Don't have to worry about walking in fire apparently. That's probably a good thing, because I would light myself on fire all along. I like the dark atmosphere. I'm missing 4. Alright. I need to experiment with some of my spells. I haven't used Q really as much as I should. Oh, that's actually pretty good. Especially against groups like this. Not a huge amount of mana calls? Alright. I can make that work. specs for this area aren't bad. Mind you, this is an older MMO at this point. You've probably seen a lot. More likely you see in the news is Path of Exile 2, which is currently in development. But you can play that one for like $30 to get in as part of the early access. I don't really want. I don't like jumping into games out of order if except for on rare occasions. So, not doing anything with Path of Exile 2. Even though, from what I've seen of some people playing and whatnot, it's probably well worth the $30, even in early access. Whoever these developers are, they seem to do a pretty good job of it. Though I wish they was a little less buggy about the, like have to use the right DirectX or other system. You have to make sure. It took me a while to figure out how to make this game function. Alright, got a waypoint. That's just a quick teleport town portal without having to use a portal. Flat. And my target, the Tidal Island. Before we go to the Tidal Island, let's clean out our inventory since we've got this right here. The world map. Yeah, this is Act 1. I think I heard that there's like... there's a lot of potential things I don't know even what AM this is. But I've heard that there's like an act. So it's not short. Mind you, I haven't confirmed whether that's accurate or not, but yeah. That can go. Identify. Not better than what I got. Basically a copy of what I've got. Alright. What is this? Orb of Alchemy. Upgrades a normal aim for a rare item.
Take care.
I feel like I kind of want to play with that, but I also don't. I feel like with how early on we are, I'm gonna just find better loot super fast anyway. Shift click, keep one scroll of town portal on me. Sniper's mark. Oh, that's right, I had this from my other character I never used. I should take this ring. Maximum mana. That'll be helpful. Okay. Well, everyone, this is Path of Exile. I think we've gotten a good jump into the system for our initial startup, and I'm really liking this character design so far. And I like the layout of this whole thing. It really scratches that Diablo itch that, like, the first Diablo and the second Diablo are like a whole special place in my heart. Those are the Diablos that were like I grew up with. And I feel like after that, Diablo changed. They're a much more of a live service thing now with a lot of Diablos I've seen, and they don't play the same from what I've seen of them either. Like, something about them changed how they play in a way that doesn't feel like Diablo as much anymore to me. This seems to capture that Diablo feeling, and that is a bit of nostalgia for me, as well as it just scratches that in, that loot goblin in, really well. And so I think I'm gonna really enjoy playing this game, and hopefully you guys will enjoy watching it. I don't know how it will like hold up visually long term. And who knows what abilities we'll get that could let us do all sorts of stuff.
Yes?
In fact, I should probably
Tarklee is as good a man as you can find on this god-forsaken coast. He has some wrongs to right, no doubt. What they are, I've never asked, and I never will. If not for Tarklee, we'd all be dead.
There. Let me see. What else do you have that I could get? Not really caring for explosive trap. Raise zombies. Great. I really like that. Let's see. I've got a fire attack. I've got a normal that does mostly physical, but also cold. Even though it looks like a lightning bolt. Probably pick up something that does some other elemental. Freezing Pulse. An icy projectile which has a chance to freeze enemies that passes through the projectile phase, quickly reducing damage or reducing chance until it dissipates. Yourself target projectiles continuously lose damage up to this by the time they dissipate. Projectiles have 25% chance to freeze, which is also worth the first core of their flight. That's still... I think I want that. Only one scroll of wisdom. Heal. Move the race zombie into its own slot. I don't think I'll be doing a ton of that. Okay, now we've got another spell type that I don't know if some enemies have resistances to different types or not. I'm sure they will probably over time, but we're in early stage, so it's hard to say. But that way I have a few options in my spell casting. Yeah, I think I've said everything I really feel like I need to right now. I'm looking forward to playing this game. Looks like it's got some good stuff, and I really am enjoying it. But for now, hit like and subscribe to keep up with new releases if you haven't already, and have a great night, everyone. Bye!